Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. This video will be hopefully a multi-day test of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, the new release from Charlotte Tilbury. I picked up a sample at Sephora in the color 5 Cool because I got burned by that Anastasia foundation, and I said, you know what, before I spend a lot more money on foundation, I'm going to take Sephora advantage of what Sephora does for us and get a sample. A little bit about the foundation. It is supposed to be a long-lasting, full coverage matte foundation for normal, dry, combination, or oily skin. This time of year, my skin is normal. I tend to run a little dry in the winter time. And the big thing that Charlotte is touting about this is it's a mashup of foundation and skincare. And the skincare components, what she's claiming is that there's ingredients that help reduce the appearance of wrinkles, help hydrate the skin, and something that is supposed to provide an immediate fresh feel on the skin. So we will see about that. You should also know that it is a vegan product and cruelty-free. And she recommends applying it with a brush. Since this is day 1, this side of my face I have no primer on, and this side I have the Smashbox Pore Minimizer Primer. And we will follow Charlotte's instructions and try applying it with the brush. And there we go, sample B. And I will tell you, Sephora is very generous when they give you samples. I have gotten 10 days out of samples of foundation that they had given me previously. And it looks like they filled this one pretty, oh, holy cow. Yes, they filled this one really full. I could definitely get at least a week out of just this sample, which is really great before you're gonna invest the $44 for 1 ounce that this product costs. And I have some blemishes that I'm going to be curious to see how much coverage I get from this. So I have dotted it on. It is a very liquidy feeling product. It's not, I mean, it's a thick liquid. I think if I put it on the back of my hand, it would run slowly, which doesn't surprise me since it's supposed to be a full coverage. I have seen some other YouTubers test this foundation, and it's getting a lot of comparison to Estee Lauder Double Wear. And if you like that foundation and it works well for you, that's a good thing. If you're like me and you don't really care for that foundation and it doesn't really work for you, that might not be a really good thing. I have been trying very hard to get the Estee Lauder to work for me, and I find if I thin it out with some number 7 foundation drops that I can get it thinned out so it doesn't get too cakey on me. Anyway, but back to Charlotte here in the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I will say it is going on nicely. Did I mention this is the BK Beauty foundation brush? I am really liking this brush for foundation. Okay, sorry, just looked in the mirror at my upper lip, did not like what I saw. Very cakey, heavy. Let me take a little quick look here. You know, maybe that's just because it's full coverage and I am not used to wearing full coverage makeup. So, as you can see, I'm continuing to work it in just to try to get it to be a little less mask looking. There, okay, I'm going to stop pouncing now. I will say that from a normal distance, I can definitely tell that it is full coverage. It really has covered over those blemishes nicely. I don't think I would have to add concealer. I mean, you can still see them a little bit. No, I did not notice a cool feeling. I will say though that it doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel very makeup-y like. So I am gonna go finish up and I'll check back in with you before I start my day. Well, I've done my full face of makeup now, including setting the foundation with the Lancome Long Time No Shine loose powder and a finishing powder of It Bye Bye Pores pressed powder, and then my Holy Grail Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. And I'm starting to feel a little tightness on my upper lip. And, you know, from a distance, this is a nice full coverage makeup. When I look up close, it's not doing any favors for my pores. I'm seeing my pores around here. But I will say that, no, even the fine lines on my forehead, if I look in the magnifying mirror, aren't looking very good. But from a distance, not bad. I'll be curious to see how this wears today, and I'll do my best to check in with you in 8 or 9 hours. Hello, this is an 8.5 hour check-in, and before I let you know how it's doing, let me just say to my subscribers, thank you so much. It really just means so much to me that you have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it would mean the world to me if you would. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. All right. I will say that when I look in my magnifying mirror, I really can't tell the difference between the primed side and the non-primed side. So I guess that's good news. The bad news is I feel like it's showing pores, it's showing wrinkles just like it was this morning when I put it on. It really hasn't changed all day. And I think really what I have figured out is I am just not a full coverage gal. Not my jam. I do think if you like full coverage, that you would really like this foundation. I mean, I went for a walk and got really sweaty and everything, and this stuff looks exactly like it did this morning. So, maybe thumbs up on the foundation, just it's not for me. Okay, I think we're just gonna keep this one short and simple. I don't see any need to keep doing more days of this. So, thanks so much for joining me, and have a really fantastic day.